What is up, crew? It's your boy Mugen Strife back at you again with another episode of Let's Play Trails of Cold Steel. In the last episode, we did a bit of dungeon crawling. You know, finally got down into it. The teacher sent us down here, and we gathered some of our classmates. Some of them not being very nice. But in the last episode, we split ways with Machias, who had come to join our party, and now Eustace has joined our party. Turns out that we are nearing the end of the dungeon, and so your boy decided, you know what? Let me do a little level grinding. Make this boss as easy as can be. Why? Because I need to show you I'm that prodigy. In any case, as you noticed, at the end of the last episode, we all were level 5, now we're level 8, and we did pick up a few things. In the item section, we gained some more healing items, a little bit of more battle scopes, and I did pick up a quartz known as Evade. It just increases evasion by 5%, but I don't really think I need to equip this at anybody, so we cool. And we got some drops called U materials from some of my random fights. These things are used to upgrade your weapons, but I won't really showcase how until later on. You'll see. As for the team, Green's the same as usual, still got Omnicolor and Motivate, and Elliot, my boy, decided to, gain a new skill called Blue Lullaby. It's a multi-hitting move that can put things to sleep. Helps out real well. Gaius is still Gaius. Boy don't change. Still that legit homeboy. And Eustace still got his rapid thrust. So everybody's pretty much just the same. It's a little bit higher level. And today, we'll go clear this dungeon out. So let's go. I do believe that we've only got around one last room to get to, and then we've pretty much cleared this dungeon now. I'm gonna avoid all the random fights because no real need. I've pretty much fought all the NPCs in here, and I'm gonna be skipping out a lot of the random fights. Unless you've seen that monster already, I'm probably gonna skip the fight. If we haven't seen it, I'm gonna basically show you guys so that you guys see like what attacks it's got, what it can use on you in terms of status effects and the whatnot. In any case, up ahead should be the boss, and today we'll be concluding this chapter. And I'm gonna be cutting the episode off at the end of the chapter, and starting next episode, at episode 5, we're gonna be starting off on the first chapter of Trails of Cold Steel. So this will be the final conclusion of our little dungeon grind session. Let's go.
Hey, are we...
Looks like we are. That definitely seems to be the exit.
I can see the sunlight streaming in, so I'm guessing we're finally clear.
This was a complete waste of time. Pointless busy work at best. Considering the school's esteemed founder, I was expecting more of a challenge, but nothing here posed even a modest threat.
Did we even fight the same enemies? I feel like I've been stretched to my limits. And what was all that business about Class 7 anyway?
Good question. We've got people here from different backgrounds, classes, even cultures. Is there some sort of secret agenda with this whole Class 7 thing that we just don't know yet?
What was that?
There!
The statue?
What the heck is that?
A gargoyle come to life? What sorcery is this?
Are monsters like this common in the Empire?
Not outside of old wives' tales, they aren't.
This thing's cutting off our only route to the surface. No choice. We have to fight it.
Right.
Finally, an opponent worthy of my skill.
Hideos, help us!
This might actually be a challenge. Good.
Here we
Alright, squad, here comes our first boss fight. Starting off, let's buff everybody up, you know, get their
go.
attack
All right,
rolling.
let's do this.
I'll handle this.
Leave it to me.
Alright, since we already got everybody's attack up, let's get to it.
There. Come on.
Get that free attack going.
My turn.
Alright.
Right.
Alright, time for us to use Elliot's first skill, the resounding
up,
beat, for the
everyone.
first time. This gives us a defense buff and a regen factor. So every time we attack, every time we end a turn for a character, we're gonna regen back health. This makes it even more difficult for it to, you know, deal with us. Oh man.
Very well.
Right.
Alright, I'm gonna use some arts. Okay, we don't really know anything about this boss. Igloo Garmer. Okay. I'm gonna have Elliot use the battle scope to tell us about this boss a bit. What you got? Alright, you got over 8k health. Oh damn. And you're pretty much weak to everything, so I guess they made this really easy for us. Really easy. And it can be affected by poison, mute, blind, burn, and freeze. Okay.
All right.
Can't really inflict any of those. Okay, he's gonna
I'll
use a
handle
spell,
this.
so I'm gonna try and interrupt it. As you see, uses his rapid thrust, also has impede on it, so we can use uses as well to stop these.
My turn.
And since you're weak to pretty much everything,
Ah.
hit you with some arts.
It's my turn.
That's his turn. Hit him with that arts damage. There's no really point to using any of our big hitting attacks other than
It's my
uses
turn.
because it's not really gonna give us much. We don't really
I'll
have
handle
anything
this.
that hits a single target for like a massive amount of damage other than uses thrust.
Go.
And Reem's Autumn Cutter only hits, you know, groups, so don't really help. Think you got a regen? And apparently it switched modes. Alright. Hit him with that aqua bleed.
Activate. Ha!
Oh, this gonna hurt?
All right.
Let me see. Okay. I'm gonna be putting back
My
all the
turn.
buffs on my character, so
All right,
Let's do
let's
that
do
motivate.
this.
Very well.
I put back the
Keep it up,
resounding beat.
everyone.
Very
Ha!
well.
You think I'm gonna let you cast that spell again? You got me fucked up.
Leave it to me.
Yeah, this is also why I didn't think we needed the evade
My
plus
turn.
5%, because heck, we're dodging like everything this dude does, so I don't see the point.
My turn.
That coupled together with Elliot's healing, man, can't even touch
It's my
us.
turn.
I'll handle this.
Here we go.
Have Reem finish it off in style.
There.
And that's that. We beat the boss. We're all at full health too.
We'll cut our own path.
All right. Okay, we got a new quartz poison. Nice. Nobody leveled up, but oh well.
Hell, that should be the end of it.
No, it's down but not out. Ah!
That's one hell of a second wind.
I can appreciate a certain degree of tenacity, but this thing needs to just die.
It's no use. We're too spent to go in. Guess I have no choice.
Stand back! Here!
You made it!
Okay, about that skip crew, that one wasn't me. The game just automatically skipped that dialogue. Okay? I'm gonna ignore that one.
You've certainly got some good timing.
Seems like you're all okay at least. I'm sorry we took so long.
You're here, and that's what counts.
So, a gargoyle, is it? I didn't expect to find the Dark Ages alive and well down here. It doesn't seem like it'll go down easily.
Indeed, it's brushing us off as though we barely even scratched it.
But with this many of us, if we can just find an opening.
Fine. I guess I'll help out.
Looks like you started the party without me.
You?
Releasing limiter. Take this! Bright shot!
An opening!
Go!
Fire!
This one's mine! Ah!
God damn! Took his head right off.
It...
We did it! I think that's the end of it.
Seems like it.
At the very least, that creature doesn't seem like he'll be coming back for a rematch anytime soon.
You lopped its head off. What rematch?
What happened there anyway? Right at the end of the battle...
Now that you mention it, I did feel something wash over me for just a second there.
It was like each of us were engulfed in some faint blue light.
What?
I did notice something as we fought. Perhaps it was just the blur of combat, but I felt like I could see everyone's movements in precise detail.
I don't think it was just your imagination.
Agreed. I have a feeling what we just experienced was...
The biggest selling point of the almighty Arcus? Give this man a prize. Looks like friendship and teamwork saved the day once again. I'm so proud of you guys. Anyway, that about finishes up today's special orienteering exercise. Aw, what's with the long faces? I thought you'd all be happy.
You chucked us in a dungeon with monsters. What happy? Where are you gonna find that? I'm glaring at you right now.
What are we supposed to be happy about?
I have so many questions, I'm not even sure where to start.
Oh?
I'll take a stab at it.
Go for it.
What exactly is the purpose behind this Class 7?
I mean, we get that it's supposed to be some sort of melting pot that includes a broad cross-section of people.
But why were the 9 of us chosen in particular?
That is a valid question. There's no single monolithic reason why you all made the list. But if I had to name a major contributing factor, it'd be those Arcus ordnance you've got there.
How so?
What, you mean my cell phone?
Well, like I explained earlier, the Arcus units are developed jointly by the Epstein Foundation and the Reinford Company. Like any battle ordnance, they let you use arts, and these have communication functionality built right in. But their crowning feature is what's known as combat linking. That's the phenomenon you all experienced just now.
So that's what that was.
Seems like a pretty apt term. It did feel like we were all connected somehow.
Precisely. Doesn't take a genius to imagine how much of an advantage a feature like that would be on a real battlefield. An elite unit that can sense each other's movements, acting in perfect sync even in the most chaotic conditions. You can hardly put a price on that. It could bring about a revolution in the way wars are fought.
It does sound rather...
Idealistic. Well, yeah, the technology has its limits. Some have a natural aptitude for it, others just don't. And out of this year's fresh batch of bright-eyed students, the 9 of you turned out to have the highest aptitude. And since aptitude trumps background in Class 7, well, here you are.
That just felt so dry.
I see.
But what gives us this aptitude, though, as compared to our peers? It just seems so random.
Give Marcus 5 points.
What indeed? As promised, if any of you have objections to being in this class, speak now or forever hold your peace.
You didn't answer the man's question.
I think that pretty much covers the hows and whys of your situation.
Wait a minute! Wait a minute!
No, it didn't. You didn't answer the question.
But this program isn't cheap to run, so we're not about to force anyone into it if they don't want to be here. You should also be aware that Class 7's curriculum will be tougher than any other class's coursework. Just fair warning. So now you know, and that leaves you all with an important decision to make. Will you stick with Class 7 or not? Oh, if you opt out, you'll just be placed in the class you would have been assigned to otherwise. There's no pressure. Nobles will land in Class 1 or 2, commoners in 3, 4, or 5. It's still just the first day, so there's no real catching up you'd have to do. I'm sure you'd fit in just fine.
I'll do it. Whatever Class 7 has to throw at me, I'm game.
Oh, wait, what?
Just like that?
So you're the first then. You seem pretty sure about it. Any particular reason?
Not really. I just feel like I've put my family out asking them to send me to this school. So, if it gives me more to show for my time here, I'll take whatever opportunities come my way.
I like his reasoning. Green got a good head on his shoulders, despite failing in the girl department.
A noble sentiment.
Count me in as well. The greater the challenge, the more I can push myself to excel. One can't hone a blade without grit, after all.
Let's make it 3. Considering how far I came to attend this school, it'd be silly to back down before I even started.
Well, looks like we've got the country's strongest freshman on board and our foreign exchange student too. Any more takers?
Allow me to take part as well. I was only able to come because of the school's generosity, so I feel it's my duty to help in any way I can.
Sign me up too! I kind of feel like fate brought us here for a reason, you know? And you all seem pretty easy to get along with.
And that's a yes from our 2 Orbital staff testers. Though I feel compelled to remind you, your weapons are still in the prototype stage, so on top of your other work, I'll be expecting reports from both of you.
Of course.
Maybe I spoke too soon.
Let me join too.
Huh?
Oh, There's a surprise. I was almost certain your rebellious streak would see you opt out just on general principle.
It does bother me that you've got us using these Arcus units that are still pretty clearly in development. But if I let every little nitpick like that hold me back, I'd never amount to much.
Words to live by right there. And that brings us to an even 6. Now, what about you, Fee?
Don't really care either way. You can choose.
Not this time. This is one call you're gonna have to make for yourself. That was the deal, remember? You need to take control of your own life.
Fine, I'm in.
Well, at least you committed. We've got a magnificent 7 now. Which leaves just the 2 of you. I can see you got issues with each other, but that doesn't mean you can't at least try to work together.
It's like asking oil and water to mix. That ain't gonna happen.
Why, if you just look past your differences and embrace the joys of youth, I'm sure you'll become the best of friends.
Oil and water.
Like hell we will! The exploitation of the common people by the aristocracy is a blight on every facet of Erebonian life. Unless something is done about it, this country has no future!
I appreciate your candor, but I don't think you're going to achieve much by lecturing me about it.
Well, at least that makes this simple. I, Eusus Alberea, claim my place as a member of Class 7.
Huh?
Why? You're the son of a duke! Just the thought of being in the same class as commoners should make you sick.
I'll thank you not to tell me how I'm supposed to feel. As far as the House of Alberea is concerned, there's little difference between other nobles and commoners. Besides, this should at least ensure I won't have fools flitting about every day trying to win my favor.
That makes a point.
That said, I have little interest in getting drawn into your petty arguments on a daily basis either. I think it would be prudent for us to go our separate ways. I'm certain we can at least agree on this, no?
I don't need some pompous ass who coasts through life on his father's coattails telling me what to do.
This man needs to learn to stop that.
I'm in. Come hell or high water. You might have had your successes spoon-fed to you up to now, but no outmoded class system is going to hand you trophies anymore.
You can just tell these two are gonna be great friends.
We'll see about that.
They're going to be like this pretty much all year, aren't they?
Sure seems that way. I wouldn't bet on them ever seeing eye to eye.
Oh.
Nice try, kid. Nice try. You're in the front door. You got kicked out the back.
The pots shouldn't be too hard on the kettles.
Give a guy a break.
This is what happens when you fail the game, man. It's hard to get back in it.
Well, how about that? 9 out of 9. With that, I'd like to congratulate all of you on being the first ever Class 7. I hope you keep those high spirits all year, because with the workload we've got planned for you, you'll need it.
The woman still didn't answer Machias' question.
Well, I wasn't expecting Class 7 to turn out quite as diverse as this. It certainly promises to be an interesting year.
You took the words right out of my mouth. But perhaps this too is the divine providence of the goddess, no?
How do you mean?
Well, seeing them there, I feel they have the potential to be the light we seek. A light that can break through the storm clouds that continue to build over our nation day by day.
prologue and The Way of Tethores. And that was the end of the prologue, kids, as you can see. Finally completed it. Alright, guys, I'm going to cut it short here. Next episode, episode 5, we're going to get right into the next chapter. And hopefully get a lot of stuff done. I'm also, as I stated, going to cut out a lot of the random battles, though we shouldn't be encountering any full-on fights, at least for a little while. Anyway, it's been Mugen Strife, and your boy is out once again. Peace.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.